Hello everybody, welcome back. So I've got my February beauty empties today, so I'm going to be talking you through all of the beauty items that I finished up in February. Actually, I'm not going to talk you through all of them because what I have decided to do is in these monthly empties videos, I'm not going to talk about any Project Pan empties because that then is a spoiler for my Project Pan video, which is typically the video I put up after my empties video. So I'm going to talk about most of the beauty empties that I have finished up this month. So I have a little bit of hair, some skincare and some body care in there as well, I think. So let's talk through these items. So I've got a couple of SPF empties. First up is the ultraviolet clean screen SPF 30. Ultraviolet SPFs are beautiful SPFs. So obviously I've finished up this one and I have also previously finished up the SPF 50 and I can't remember what that one is called. Both of them are beautiful. This one doesn't have any fragrance, so with the other one, the SPF 50, whatever it's called, that one had a not so pleasant smell. I did get used to it in the end, but if you can't get over the smell, and I know some people can't, the SPF 30 version doesn't have any of that kind of icky fragrance in it. However, the level of SPF is lower, it's 30, but because we're in the winter here at the moment in the UK, SPF 30 is still fine. And this is a mineral SPF as well, and I do like to go for a mineral SPF if I can. Where my skin has been reactive in the past, mineral SPFs are recommended over chemical ones. And this applies beautifully. This doesn't apply like your typical SPF, which is very thick, it's greasy, it takes a long time to rub in, and then your face looks incredibly shiny afterwards and you have a white cast going on. So this one is a lot more lightweight and it just feels like you're putting on another layer of moisturiser, and it sinks in really quickly as well, so it's not an effort to use. So if you do struggle to get into the routine of applying an SPF because you don't like SPFs, I would recommend this one. However, they are expensive. I can't remember how much they are exactly. I think they're either late 20s or 30 something pounds, which is a lot of money for an SPF. However, I bought this when they were running their 2-for-1 offer over the summer, I think. So maybe keep an eye on the website, see if they're going to run that kind of deal again. If they do, get a couple because they are brilliant SPFs. One of the best SPFs that I have ever used. Excellent, but I just don't like the price. And then the next SPF I used up was a little mini. This is by Beauty of Joseon and this is the Relief Sun Rice and Probiotics SPF 50+. And this was what I bought when I went to London a couple of months ago and I went to the Korean skincare shop, Pure Soul I think it is called. I couldn't find the full-size version of the SPF, so I bought the mini, and I would definitely buy the full-size version in the future because this is, again like the ultraviolet one, a beautiful SPF. I don't think this one is a mineral one though, however it is still a pleasure to apply because it's very lightweight. It sinks in beautifully and quickly as well, and like with the ultraviolet one, it just feels like another layer of your moisturiser. So again, a pleasure to use, one that I would repurchase. And I've heard that Korean and Japanese skincare brands do some beautiful SPF, some of the best that you can get. So I am interested in trying lots of other SPFs from Korean and Japanese skincare brands. So another empty also from the world of like Korean and Japanese skincare. This is from Sunjong and this is the 2x Barrier Intensive Cream, and I bought this as an alternative to the La Roche-Posay Cicaplast Balm B5, which I actually bought yesterday. I went shopping with a friend and I bought this because I'm very nearly out of my moisturiser and I couldn't really wait for delivery from places like Stylevana or Yes Style to get one of these. So I bought one of these from Boots. But this is a beautiful alternative to the La Roche-Posay. It's slightly thinner in texture. It feels very fluid, it feels very wet on the skin, so you can take your time kind of massaging this in. It has, you know, all kind of like sunk in, but because it has a very like wet texture, you can take a bit more time in applying this. And I really like the lid of this, so you open it up like that, but then you twist the lid and it comes up a little bit, and then when you squeeze product out you get it in like a circle rather than like a little dollop, and then you twist it again to close it. So that helps to make sure that your product isn't, you know, leaking at all if you're going to take it on holiday or away for the weekend or whatever. So I like that. I thought that was a very practical but also hygienic way of applying your moisturiser. And this was very, very hydrating. Like with the La Roche-Posay version, this my skin like really sunk this in. My skin really liked this product, so another one that I would repurchase, and I'd probably stock up on this one as well. I'd probably get a couple, especially because I apply this both morning and evening as well, so it is a lightweight moisturiser to wear during the daytime, but you are going to get a lot of hydration, because I have heard as well some people don't like to apply the La Roche-Posay one during the day. I get on with it fine, but some people do only use it in the evening. So as this is a lighter formulation of that, you can apply this one both AM and PM. So I do have an empty that I've thrown away. I didn't realise, but I accidentally threw it away. It's basically this, but the cleanser version. So this is one of the Skin and Me cleansers. Well, this is actually the moisturiser, but pretty similar packaging. I finished up one of the Skin and Me cleansers. I got two of these, two of the moisturisers and two of the cleansers with my first month of Skin and Me, just to try it. I can't say that I'm that over enthused by both the cleanser and the moisturiser. The cleanser is like a cream cleanser, but it's not a very thick, heavy cream cleanser, very luxurious. It seems very simple, very basic, and I suppose they formulate it that way so people don't really get any kind of reactions. And it feels a little bit weird. It feels like I'm applying a moisturiser to cleanse my face with. I have kind of gotten used to it, but initially it was very weird. It's not super hydrating, so where I used to use my hydrating toner and essence, I feel like I'm kind of lacking that at the moment. I feel like I need a bit more hydration, so I wouldn't repurchase the cleanser. And I have also used up the moisturiser, which is this one here. I've really kind of like squeezed it. I do typically cut open my products like this, but with the cleanser and the moisturiser, I don't really think I'm going to get much else out of them. The moisturiser is better than the cleanser in my opinion, but I still wouldn't repurchase either of them in the future, because I do feel like I need that bit more moisture at the moment. So I'm hoping my La Roche-Posay Cicaplast will provide me with that. And I feel like I need quite a bit of the moisturiser to make sure my face is feeling hydrated enough. It has a little bit of a weird smell. It's not fragrance, but I suppose the ingredients that they put in it, they come with this kind of natural smell anyway. So it's not the nicest smelling of moisturisers, but again, I totally understand why they don't. If you're on Skin and Me, your skin might be very reactive, it might be very sensitive, so obviously you don't then want to be supplying a moisturiser or a cleanser that has fragrance in them. So I do totally get it, but they're just not my kind of products. I'm glad I tried them, and I like that you have two of these kind of like small sized tubes. They're both 15ml, so they're a very handy size to try the product. Also, if you're going travelling, if you're going away for a week or whatever, you can take one of these with you, but it's just the formulation isn't my favourite, so I wouldn't try them again. One that I'm not really going to say too much about because I tend to finish these up on a regular basis, and I do have another one up here as well. This is the Living Proof Dry Shampoo. I use dry shampoo probably every other day because my hair gets quite greasy quite quickly, and this is a great one that provides no kind of like telltale signs that I've got dry shampoo in, and is really good at sort of like refreshing my hair. So a good dry shampoo, one that I would continue to repurchase, but only when it's got a good discount, because it is expensive. It's like 20 quid I think for one of these. So this one and that one I got as a duo from Look Fantastic. I can't remember the price, but it was a really good price, but it took them about 3 or 4 weeks to deliver it, so that was a little bit annoying. But I would still repurchase from Look Fantastic because they've only kind of messed up once or twice for me personally. And the dry shampoo is a very good dry shampoo. Oh, I missed a cleanser. This is the La Roche-Posay Tellurium Dermo Cleanser, Cleansing and Makeup Removal Fluid, Face and Eyes. This is a big 400ml bottle, and it's got a pump. I love a pump when it comes to skincare because it's just so hygienic, so easy to pump out your product. And this is a brilliant, does the job, gentle but thoroughly good at cleansing your skin cleanser. I would definitely repurchase this, especially in the 400ml bottle as well, because I think this probably took me a good 5 months to use up, using it both morning and evening. But there was a period where I wasn't cleansing my face in the morning, so I was only cleansing it in the evening, so that then obviously helped with how long I got through it. But a beautiful cleanser, really good for dry skin, really good for sensitive skin, and where my skin is a bit more reactive now and also a bit dehydrated, these are the types of cleansers that I like to look for. Because they're not really fancy, they're not like full of lots of different fragrance, but they are very gentle, but also very good at cleansing your face, and my skin doesn't feel really stripped of moisture afterwards. So a brilliant cleanser. Yeah, I would definitely repurchase this one. And then lastly, I've got 2 body products. I think I finished up one of these last month, did I? Yes, I did. The exact same one as well. So I spoke about this in last month's Empties, and I finished up the second one of them. This is the Elemis Frangipani Hand and Nail Balm. It is in a small 20 mils, and I scraped out every last bit of product because I love Elemis hand creams. They are very hydrating, smell beautiful, especially the Frangipani. I adore this scent. It's kind of like a Bakewell tart, I suppose, but not as sickly. The smell of Frangipani, oh, it's just beautiful. It's one of my favourites. I absolutely love this. And these little 20 ml size tubes are really handy to kind of have dotted around the place as well. So one next to my bed, one on the coffee table, one next to my desk. I can pop it in my handbag as well and it won't take up much space. So a beautiful hand cream. I usually don't spend a lot of money on my hand creams. I tend to kind of stick to Garnier, but if I wanted to indulge a little bit, I would go for the Elemis one. And then lastly, I have a body lotion. This is by Aveeno, and this is the Daily Moisturising Body Lotion for normal to dry skin. This is unscented. However, this, I suppose, like with the Skin and Me cleanser and moisturiser, the natural scent in this, I don't like. I think it smells quite horrible, to be honest with you, and it has taken me a little while to get through this because of that scent. So I was using this like really infrequently because I really didn't enjoy the scent of this. However, as a body lotion, it does a really good job, really effective at hydrating your body, but it doesn't make your skin feel really like tacky afterwards. So if you are in a rush but you do want to moisturise your body, you can apply this. It sinks in really quickly and then you can get dressed straight away. And again, it's got a pump. Love a pump, I really do. So easy and convenient. But I would be interested in trying a couple of the other types of body lotion from Aveeno just to see if the scent is any different. However, because it is Aveeno, I'm probably guessing that they won't be scented, but it might be that the natural ingredients in it, what am I doing, is better than what is in here. So don't like the scent, but like how the product performs. Alright, those were my empties for the month of February. So that was 9 empties. So if you are interested in what the other empties are, you might want to watch my project pan that is coming soon. But if you liked this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed and you're thinking about doing it, might be nice if you did. Thank you very much for those that have. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you all very soon for my project pan update. Bye guys.